Boom, and here we go. And here we go. Of course, this is another video for the series of the tournament guidebook made by Vishnu Warrior, who's he's here on the channel, obviously, and he'll be on the stream, so we can have him on stream, so you can talk. We can talk to him about the book. It's dropping this year, coming up very, very soon. Vishnu Warrior's book, tournament guidebook. We're doing the videos that go with the book, and today's video, oh man, this is fun. It's called A Quiet Place, just like the movie. If you remember the movie, of course, Quiet Place 2. Very fun movie. I saw both. It was great. Quiet Place, you know, quiet place. In chess, we have quiet moves, right? Moves that are very, 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 very sinister. Very, very sinister. And we have an example game today from actually something very recent. Daniel Dubov versus AGRRESSIVE Firouzja. Man, you know this is about to be a crazy game. First off, this came from the Champions Tour FTX Crypto Cup prelims. So what y'all can do here, of course, for you in the chat, you're going to be able to talk to us and give the moves in the chat as well. That's what we're doing. Going to pop my collar for this one 2 times. Translate it 2 times. Thank you very much. Yes, so here we go. All right, Daniel Dubov plays d4. Knight f6, c4. Okay, right. I forgot what this time control was. g6 and knight to c3. Knight c3, bishop g7. Right, so we got a King's Indian. Cool. You know, I'm a fan of the King's Indian, but this day and age, over the board, man, open section, oh my goodness, you won't, hey, you almost like voluntarily blocking with your face. It depends on who you playing. King's Indian in an open section is extremely hard to play these days, especially with the engine, prep work, and even, you know, you even hear players say, right, in the open section, or just like, oh, I love playing against the King's Indian. What? Bro, that's a bad situation. That's real bad. But of course, this is different here. And Firouzja is a monster here. This is probably a different time control as well. I can't remember what this was. But after castles, bishop to g5 from Daniel Dubov. So Dubov here plays bishop g5, which is one of the like unorthodox ways of playing in the King's Indian defense. It does hit the knight on f6. It's kind of like a Tory attack type of way. You also play h4, queen d2. It's a very flexible way of playing, in fact. And of course, a lot of times you want to provoke the bishop to see if he goes away, and then you can play c5. The reason for this is if something like this happens, you can play queen e5, and the bishop is on the other side of the board. So it's 100% important to understand that. And if he goes back to d2 or something, well, then we can continue with probably d6, e5, or even playing c5 again once again, but you're questioning where he's going to go at the cost of having a weakness like h6. So, of course, Firouzja actually chose c5 immediately here, allowing him to play d5, and then he played h6. And move order does matter because now they kind of know you're going this route. But if you hold the c-pawn, they don't really know sometimes. So he had the option of going back, but he did go bishop h4. And then after bishop h4, there's d6. And d6, pretty easy stuff. We still have to open it, y'all. So this is not on you yet in the chat. It's not your turn yet. We're just talking through opening here. Pretty simple stuff. Knight to d2 to play e4. Sometimes even f4 and bring the bishop back to f2. But usually it may sit on g3. But e4 is definitely coming. e5 from Firouzja here, which is already slightly a surprise. I mean, it's surprising in a way, but just he played e5 and c5. It's usually harder to get both of these, and usually you don't actually have both of these happening so early in the King's Indian. In fact, here, I think Firouzja played a very like off the head King's Indian, I would say. Very hybrid way of playing. He played on both sides of the board, and it was just like, wow, new ideas. I love the way he played this game. Let's see. e5, you could opposite, but opposite helps me. Bishop takes or pawn takes. Pawn takes looks absolutely gross. Probably still playable. I mean, open f file, g5, knight h5, taking, right, and then using the f file. There's a lot you could do. Or you could just take with the bishop. And pressure on d5, hitting c4 as well. Pawns are now broken up. It's kind of strange for white. But e5, e3 from Dubov. He didn't play e4, in fact. So I guess he didn't want to make this bishop bad, because where are you going to put it if e4? Rook e8 from Firouzja here, probably pushing e4, especially after g5. Bishop d3, stopping any e4 action. Queen b6. This is a long game too, so you guys are going to be participating a little bit later here. As we go through these moves. Queen b6 hits b2. Again, sort of a shocker in a way. Not a move that's usually played in these lines of King's Indian. I mean, you're more of like, you know, knight d7, knight f8, here. I mean, even playing bishop f5 in many cases, bishop g4 to provoke f3, g5, knight h5, if possible, a6, b5. But queen b6 is definitely different from Firouzja. Definitely different here. And it's good to see different. castles, and then another move here. He plays a6, which is like, bro, what is he doing? He played queen b6 and a6, of course, stopping knight b5, obviously. Maybe backing the queen up and now prepping b5. So after a6, a6 is key, says Transcendent, right? a6 and then queen c2. So maybe queen c2 is prepping to sacrifice. Firouzja says, go ahead, big fella, please. Please sacrifice. Obviously, he's not. He plays f4. And now in this position, this is about to get crazy. Here's King's Indian one-on-one. Now, it's up to you, chat. We like 13 moves in. What you gonna do here? It is black to move. And before you answer, let's get some hype in the chat. Whoa. Yo, Turd Bird, thanks for the 5, bro. Wow. Wow. Hey, bro, thanks for the 5-piece, my guy. Thanks for the 5-piece. Appreciate that 5 gifted and lifted. Black to move, y'all. What are we doing? What do you do here? F4 was played. F4 is on the board. Think in Firouzja's terms here. We're thinking active, and this is not quiet place yet. In fact, all these moves are very loud. This is very loud chess right now, like very loud. But the quiet moves, okay. But the quiet moves will be later on, or maybe a quiet move, quiet place, right? You got to be in a quiet place to make the quiet move, but not necessarily. So let's actually see. In fact, let's see what we got in chat. I see f4, g5, f5, knight f8, f5. Here it is, guys. You're right. f5. You f5ers in the chat are 100% correct. Boom, f5. Look how strong that is. e4 making this a monster bishop here. Very nasty. So g4, whoa, it's about to get nuts. It's about to get nuts right now. It's about to get crazy. And you're like, how is this a quiet place? Like, this is the loudest place ever, right? How is this quiet? Well, you're going to see. You're going to see. Watch this. So g4 happens. Okay. What do you do, chat? We got e4 from Alien Insect Bass. Okay. e4 from Kia Rosh. Yeah, g4 is strong. So obviously, if pawn takes g4, bishop takes g6. That's the intention. So we just play e4. I mean, it's pretty obvious, guys. e4 is correct. We're not going to hold you up there. That's a pretty easy move to find. That's such a Dubov move. He had g4. And then he backs it up. Bishop e2, expecting it. But look at the bishop. It's a monster. But it's harder to use this bishop, in fact. So now, after bishop e2, of course, you're playing in Firouzja's shoes here. Is black to move now? What do? Do we go for development? Knight d7, maybe bishop d7, rook f8, maybe g5, maybe bishop f6, maybe captures. Black to move? What do you do here? Kira says king h8. Easy, says Jim. All right, guys, black to move. Where do you go? Your move, chat. Your move. And y'all like thinking. This is not like everybody like, yo, do this, do that. Do this. Yeah, this one got y'all stumped, huh? King h8 or queen d8. Okay, queen d8, that's face blockage. 100% premium. Don't do that to yourself. This is a family channel, Alien Insect. Yep, there it is, right? He says, no, not queen d8. Yeah, don't even do that to yourself right now. Might be kids watching. Queen c7. Yep, that's right. g5. g5 is a move. Okay. Let me see what the engine likes. Engine likes, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll capture on g4 from Badkins. g5, g5, and bishop f6. All right, and queen c7. In fact, here, you want to stay active, right? You want to think active. King's Indian is never a passive opening. Never. With that being said, f takes g4 from Firouzja. I'm going to play very active and dynamic. Let you take this pawn. There's pressure on e3. The f5 square, I can put a bishop there. And my bishops are swiping the board. Very nice. I drew an arrow and wrote it down too fast. Yeah, it does happen, bro. So he does. He takes on e4. Okay. Now, that's right, Backins. That's correct. Bishop f5. There it is. Bishop f5. Easy move to make. After bishop f5, bishop d3. And now, T and K, knight d7. Still a lot of moves left, so let's fly through a few of them. Really lots of maneuvers. As wild as this position is, it's lots of maneuvers. And you have to see, right? Imagine playing this over the board, number one, and also playing a very strong grandmaster with the black pieces, right? How do you actually feel about this position? This is not the easiest. I mean, just thinking about this, like, it's not that easy. I mean, there's a lot going on, swashbuckling, like the king looking crazy. What's the queen doing? Like, what is this opening, right? But this is what you get here. And these are very, very risky openings, but also very, very big on double edge is what I was looking for. That's the word. Double edge openings, double edge games, where white usually can be a favorite a lot, but also black. Backhands, yo, thanks for the tier 1 backhands. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Looks like we're barely hanging on. Scary, right? Looks scary. Oof, the skewer. Learned something, right? That looks sharp, very sharp. Very sharp. Makes you look claustrophobic. Yeah, lots of potential for black. Correct. It's a very risky opening here. But after knight d to d f8, I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. Who would play this move? Let's actually see what the engine thinks right here. The engine does not consider this move at all. After knight d to f8, it's like +2. But the engine always says it's +2. When you put, if you ever put the King's Indian in the engine, the whole game is +2 unless something happens. I'm like, that's how it is. All right. Magic Like Tao, thanks for the follow. Love your stuff, man. Hey, I appreciate you, backends. Let's go. Let's go. Thanks for the follow, Funk and Jazz. Thank you, thank you. So knight d to f8. In fact, I mean, the only possibility I can think of this move is to put the knight on g6 after playing g5. Because, like, what else would you be thinking to do with this knight? Knight d to f8. Where are we going? What is this move? Knight h7? But how? You got to move this first. This is a wild move. But let's see what he has in mind. King h1 and then queen c7. We're backing up. Rerouting to this side of the board. Maybe some b5 action as well. Just to break this up. Shout out to Canty and the GM Factory tomorrow. First lesson. Boy, let's go. Magic Towel. Let's go. What's up, dog? What's going on? Thanks for the prime, sir. Whoops, forgot to sub myself. Love the content. Thanks, man. Thanks for the prime, because it's time. I appreciate that. I like knight d to f6 would be better. I mean, probably, maybe trades might not help black as much. Stockfish hates KID is correct. Stockfish hates any opening that you give up the center for. So Grinfell is different because you do attack it, but there is some cases where it doesn't like it. But definitely like a modern King's Indian, sometimes a perk. All right, it just depends. Queen c7. After queen c7, rook b to e1. Nikaru Nakamura. That's funny. I've never actually said it backwards. Nikaru Nakamura. That's a name. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much. Stockfish loves the space. Like, funny. Right. All right. So rook b to e1. Rook b to e1 from Dubov here. And again, we see now this thematic b5 break, especially after the rook's moving. The a file is open. So after pawn takes, we can immediately see a2 is hanging. So he didn't go for none of that nonsense. He said, bro, I don't want none of that. I don't want to activate nothing. You can take, if you like, help me activate maybe a little bit more. But rook g1 maybe hits g4. Okay, cool. Rook g1's on the board. Perfect. h5 from your man's Firouzja. b3, b4, right? We still going, y'all. We still going. Knight f2, queen f7. h3. Okay, so this is a pause moment. Hold up. What is going on right now? That's how it feels. So that's funny. Y'all stupid there. That was some funny ones. That's dumb. That's pretty funny. Now, black to move, chat. It's on you. They just won game 4. The Bucks won. Oh, so it's 2-2. Oh wow. Rigged. It's for the entertainment. For the year. It's for the entertainment. Rigged. No, but that's good. That's good stuff, Bucks. Bucks got 2-2. So black to move. Black to move here. Wow, yeah, all even out was great. Yes. It is black to move. Look at 7 fouls. Sheesh. We got bishop c3. Bishop takes d3. Okay. So bishop c3. That's a pretty strong move. I actually like this. Bishop takes d3. Attacks the queen. It's an immediate move. Makes him do something. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let's see. Pawn takes h3. If knight takes back, we take back bishop h3. Pawn takes h3 is a move too as well. Let me turn the engine on, see what they like. Yeah, they like. In fact, all these moves work, guys. What Firouzja chose was bishop takes d3. He chose bishop takes d3. Queen takes d3. And now, all right, guys. So quiet moves. Let's talk a little bit about quiet moves in a quiet place, right? You know, sometimes you don't make quiet moves. And what is a quiet move? Quiet moves are moves that are not loud. They're not like a capture or a check or like a big threat. It's a move that looks kind of subtle in a way, but it's actually very silent and very deadly. Very silent and very deadly. That's your cue to put the silent emotes in the chat for everybody that has them. They're very silent and they're very deadly at the same time. At the same time. Okay, let me put my silent emote in the chat to match y'all energy. There you go. Right? Right? Very silent, but very deadly. Now, I'm not telling you this is where it is. This is not where the silent move comes in. You already know Magic Like Tile. Hey, man, we love it, baby. We love it. So look, okay? This is not a silent move yet. In fact, a lot of, and this is one thing to know, like, when do you have silent moves, right? Silent moves can kind of happen at any time in the game, but they most likely happen when combos are going on. So when you're about to have a, two-piece, hitting, crossover, right, uppercut, you hit him real hard, real quick, okay? If you're able to hit him with this combo, sometimes it's not over yet. When the dust settles, it's not mate yet, but you feel like you have something. You might need a quiet move, a move that sets up. In fact, I tell my students, you're either making a threat or you're setting up to make a threat. So think about that. I'm either making a threat or I'm setting up. And setting up usually are those quiet moves sometimes that you need. Two-piece Minnesota, that's right, 6-7, tell them. Now, this is not the quiet move. In fact, quiet moves usually follow after loud moves. Let me say that one more time. Quiet moves actually follow usually after the loud ones. Let me say that for the people in the back and the Jedi that weren't listening and still got their sticks and not their lightsabers. Okay, right? You need to know that. Quiet moves will follow after the loud moves. So let's see what happens. Okay, all right, after queen takes d3, here it is. He plays g5. Sheesh. Man, uh-oh. It's about to get crazy. Firouzja smells the blood in the water. Like the young shark he is. He smells the blood in the water. So, okay, let's take a look at this. Now, of course, if bishop takes g5, that's not live. Like, get the man off the board. All right, this is about to get bad real quick. So, okay, we don't even do those. But if f takes g5, if f takes g5, then he's going to put the knight on g6. So it's the go. Remember, this is why he put the knight here. He already knew he wanted to put the knight on g6. This is why planning, right? Planning ahead. Planning is different from just making moves and like, oh, I should probably go here. What's the plan when you put the knight here? So back here, back this boy up, when he put the knight on f8, he already knew eventually I need to play g6 or else this knight is going to be gross and I'm going to be down a piece the rest of the game. So he eventually got that boy there, waited for the right moment, hit him with the move, right? So now, right, look at that. Yeah, knight g6 is a movester now. We can do that. So Dubov notices this. Oh, it's very deep, Jason. Oh, it's very deep. Just watch. Like, this is just getting to it. Oh, Magic said that too. And he said, yeah, that's deep. Violent protects e3. Right, it's crazy. Crazy. All right, let's see. So h takes g4. He makes it very, very, very wild here. What is going on? Right? Like, can you see? Can you just like, imagine somebody doing this in your face, right? That's what this is right now. That's what's going on the board right now. Think about that. Think about that. What is this position? What is this? All right, let's take the bishop. Let's just see what happens. In fact, after taking the bishop, there's just compensation with g5. In fact, I don't know what Dubov, was thinking here. In fact, and actually he's going to show us because that is the move here. That is the move. He said, you know what, bro, I'm about to just take this. And in the King's Indian, if you are a King's Indian player, always remember this. But not even just King's Indian, but every time that you push pawns in front of the king, you need to replace them with pieces, right? You have to replace them with the pieces, or else you don't have anything that defends the king. So they're defending, but they're also potential to attack at the same time, right? That's the goal. Even sometimes rook lifting this way and doing this and doing this. G5 make both nice look idiots. Yeah, funny. Yeah. So right after takes on h4. He plays g5 with the intention, obviously, of g6. So now he puts the knight on g6. Okay, cool. After the piece sack, right, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Firouzja's actually up a piece here, which this isn't working. Let's see. Knight d to e4 for the score, hidden d6. We got the pawns here. This attack seems like it's over, but we can also give the piece back when we want to, says Firouzja. Now, okay, rook a to d8. Pretty easy. Just defend, get the last piece in the game. And then he hit him with knight f6. Like, yo, what do you do here? And now this is the moment y'all all been waiting for right here. Okay, maybe not. In fact, this is the moment before the moment, because this is not the quiet move moment. This is more of the, you know, you guys have said this already. This is a silent move. You can get your silent moves in the chat already. Come on now. This is an easy one. I gave this one to you. Silent, the silent move. Okay, this is, where do you go? Well, black to move. Knight f6 check. Woodpusher says king h8. Backends with the silent emotes. Right, king h8. Correct, correct. This is your favorite move in the chat, right? Well, so a lot of you love to make the silent king h8 or the silent king h1. This is your moment. This is your moment. Enjoy it. Definitely enjoy this moment. King h8 was the move. King h8 was the move. Feel good about yourself? Clap it up. Pat yourself on the back. All right. Okay. There's your move. There's it. There it is. King h8. Now, after king h8, okay, so knight takes e8 from Dubov. I didn't miss my cue. Beautiful. There we go. Yeah, right. There you go, baby. You know it. You know it, right. So he took on e8, okay? We take back, keep material, you know, at least balanced here. I mean, I am up a piece, but there's compensation for white. A lot of compensation. At 5, like, you got the center, you got these pawns, and I can't really advance. Look at this knight. Like, what is this? Is this a real knight? Oh, like, I don't know. I mean, where do you even go? And then if, let's say I get here, I still don't have any squares. Even after moving this knight 2 times, I still have no squares. So you have to actually realize black, and I mean, these are weak too. Like, let's say, weird maneuver, but like king g2, king f1, rook h1, it takes. There's like, there's so much I can't take right now, but obviously these pawns are weak. Rook e2 from Dubov. Rook e2. Hey, yo, hold on. Check this next move. Black to move. I forgot he played this. That's how I'm laughing. It's black to move. Knights on the rim are grim. Right. Correct. Badkins. There you go. Rook e2. Ooh, that was nice. Rook e2. That was just, how did you even, like, rookie and then 2? But it's rook e2, bro. Sheesh. Get your mans. Morning from Germany. What's up, Inpor? What's good? Yeah, that was fire. That was fire right there. All right. Yo, it's black to move. Where do we go? Yeah. I know. Sheesh. Rook, like, where do we go, bro? Rook e2 was the last move. Black to move. Where do we go? You know, people like, yo, I don't know where to go. So chat silent, bro. Chat, you know, when it's easy, chat be like, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, oh, it's that, oh, it's that. Bro, where are you? Like, yo, I'm a GM, right? Bro, I'm nice out here, you know. But when it's hard like this, you don't hear nothing. Chat like crickets. Queen d7, a5, h3, right? Yeah, all these moves. a5, queen d7. Man, sack something, right? You don't know what to do with life. It's a hard position for us smooth brains. 95, bishop c3, queen e7, final answer. And that is the final answer. That's actually a nice move. I like queen e7. 95 from Ronit and knight out. Queen e7, I actually like just because of knight takes. Because of knight takes. Chat be like, right. Oh, it's time. Yo, you already know, bro. Vishnu Warrior in the building in the chat right now. Right. A shout out to your future self. Because you know we posting this to YouTube. So shout out to your future self. Vishnu Warrior is in the chat right now. The author of the book. We actually covering it. Literally just got on. Yeah, bro. We in here, big fella. Queen takes f4, king f4. All right. So look, this is the move. This is the move right here. This is the move. In fact, the reason why I'm laughing is because this is what he played. Yo, oh man, I can't do nothing but laugh at that. I literally cannot do nothing but laugh at this move. Knight h to f8 because it's so funny. It's just so funny, bro. Like, he put this knight to f8, and then you have to think about, like, what is he about to do? He might be sacking and putting it back, but like, I mean, is he going this way? What are you doing, right? You know, it's just funny. It's just so cool to see that. But now, okay, king h2. All right, guys. Now this is this is a long game, but there's only one part of the game here where this whole thing, a quiet place, quiet moves, right? you know, quiet moves follow from the loud ones. Here it is, right here. Hold on, let me get hype. Okay, I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready for this one. It's black to move. It's black to move right here. So I'm gonna give you a hint. Quiet moves follow after the loud moves. Right? Yo, video game pianist. Hey, bro, thanks for the 50. Thanks for the 50 piece, man. The raid. Big raid from you, man. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Dead. Bread, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. Yo, a video game pianist. We just going over a game here. Analysis for the viewers. And a series, too, as well, for YouTube. Small world, yeah. It's black to move. Black to move, chat. Black to move. We got knight at 4. We got knight at 4. I see somebody said knight h7. Oh, too funny. Too funny. Yo, get hype in the chat for Jolly. Yo. Hey. Jolly being real jolly right now with the 5 piece and a biscuit. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for that 5. It's 5 and we live. 5 and we live. Jolly being real jolly right now. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the love, baby. Appreciate it. Knight at 4 and punch your board. What? No. Take that one back. Fan of Master Cleansing. That was terrible. Absolutely garbage. 95. How do you teleport the knight to f5? Hope bishop e5. Wicks right. All right, here we go. Knight takes f4 is not for the score, in fact. In fact, here it is. 95 and we live. Oh my goodness. This is a disgusting move, by the way. But remember this. And how many times did I say this? And this is the key of today. The quiet moves, yes, a quiet place. The quiet moves follow after the loud ones. So this is a loud one. And after he takes, first off, what's going on? He's hitting the queen. He's hitting f3. This is absolutely gross. Wow, this is crazy. So he takes it. Now, most of you are going to take this back right now. Bishop takes e5. But here it is. Black to move. Black to move. A quiet move follows after the loud ones. Knight e5 was a loud move. Now you can follow up with another loud move. Or do you have a quiet move that can help you? Queen f3 from Night Out. Alien Insect with Queen f3. Danny with Queen f3. Saga Sin with f3. Queen f4 from Colin. Okay, Queen f4, that is face blockage, 100% premium. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's not a move. Get the man off the board. Off the board. Pawn takes. Yeah, face blockage. Queen c2, a5. Definitely Queen f3, King h7, and I'm in heaven. That's great. That's actually great. Phantom Master Cleansing. Absolutely. Block with his face, 100% face blockage. Knight g6. I mean, Knight g6, you know, but it's okay, right? You know, like Knight g6 is a no, dog. Like, big no. It is quiet, but it ain't that quiet, you know? Knight g6 is like, nah, dog. What you doing? You might as well play King g8, you know? You might as well play King g8. All right, here it is. In fact, you guys have already said it. Oh, wow. Fail. Straight fail. F takes e5. Start it over. Game starts over. F takes e5. Game over. In fact, this is what he did. Queen f3. You guys are right. Queen f3. That's for me. Yeah, that's a big fella move. Wow, look at that. Look at that right there. Queen f3. AGRRESSIVE Firouzja plays Queen f3. This is a very quiet move, in fact. It's just Queen f3. And sit back and just stare at him real hard. Right? Queen f3. That's a... Bro, look at this move. Oh my goodness. Look at this move. That's insane. You have checks here. You have checks here. Right? There's so much going on. Queen f3 was absolutely beautiful. Insane move. So now, after Rook g2, which was forced, Bishop takes e5 check, King g1, and then he plays h3. Absolutely stunning. Stunning performance here. Stunning combo with the quiet moves, bro. It was like nuts. Queen f3 was just gross. In fact, if you want to talk about quiet moves for real too, let's actually go back here. Check this out. There's another point right here. Knight D to F8 is a loud quiet move, and I say it's loud because this grows. This grows. This disgusting. Like, yo, this is, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, this is ridiculous. But then later on, hold up. Later on, we play G5. So we can now put the knight on G6. Wow. Quiet move all the way back then. This whole game, in fact, just like, you know, all those movies were like, nah, this whole thing was a simulation. And you just mind blown. Oh my goodness. All them kind of movies were like, it's just crazy. But this whole game, in a way, was quiet move after quiet move. But, of course, at the same time, here, we're really paying attention to how he attacked here. Bam, the quiet moves usually follow after the loud ones. 95 was a big boy move. Why not 95 on a move he played knight H to F8? That's a good question. In fact, right here, 95 doesn't have any merit to it right now. And actually, where did he go knight H to F8? Or back here? He went back here. So, you know, you have to think about what was going on when he played knight F8. Like, 95 right now is just like, bro, are you serious? Like, Dubov is probably, you know, yo, did he mouse slip? Hey, yo, he okay? Oh, he probably mouse slipped. That's probably what I would say. Like, oh, no, that's not right. Oh, no. Oh, no. What did you get out of this? What? My king's good. You don't have anything. It's literally so bad. Literally so bad. Right. I meant on the move right before he played 95. Okay, so let's go back. Let's look at that then. Here. Right before he played 95. So he did. Like, he played 95 right here. Right? You know, oh, you mean right here, 95. Well, the king's actually not there. And I mean, he could probably take this still, maybe check king G2. Maybe it looks better. Maybe it's a waiting move. He probably could play 95, in fact. Takes, knight F8, if 95, maybe queen E4 might be a little different. It'll be slightly different. It'll be slightly different. I don't have knight F3 anymore. Yeah, there was a check here. Because if the king's on H2, there's a check on knight G4, which is a little bit different. A little bit different. Just slightly. Sometimes it's good to wait. And after king H2, it had 95. Now we have the check. So if the queen E4 option was available, now we have knight G4 for the score. Hit that, man. Rook takes C4 and follows. So 95 he takes, hit him with the quiet move, queen F3. Knight G4, right. What about bishop D4 when they take the pawn? With knight F4. What about bishop D4, then fork if they take with the pawn? What is that? Bishop D4. Bishop D4 is right here. I'm not understanding. Why not? Why was rook G4 forced at the end? 95 takes queen F3. The reason being, I mean, you really don't have any other moves here, right? If you do anything else, in fact, the engine says, let's see, rook G2 forced, and then the other two moves are way worse. The other ones are rook B1 and rook D1. Who in their right mind would play rook B1 or D1? In fact, if they did this, they are not in their right mind. Okay, so these are the other two moves by the engine. There are only three. They're like, yo, you got this one, and this one. These two, you don't even consider. And the other one is like, that's a human move. Like, so you can block because of the check coming. You can hide. You know, that's different. Engine move, right, big facts. So rook G2, this game's not over yet though. Watch the rest. Bishop takes, king G1, H3. Knight takes, queen takes. Wow, so we up a piece. It's looking good. And now, not surprisingly, but this was a tough game. The game still went on. This game still went on here. In fact, we're on move 36. And there were another at least 15 moves here. So let's see. Queen C2, king G7, just tucking the king a little bit better. Even threatening, not threatening, but knight G6, knight H4 is a real thing. Followed by knight 2F3. In a lot of cases, rook F8, we great, and mate. It's a lot going on. Knight here, he takes on E3 after rook F2. I wonder why he played rook F2. Maybe they go queen F5? Yeah, that's exactly what he did next. So he played queen F5 to hit queen F7 mate. Right? Queen F7. Nice turn to emerge. Yeah. All right. Check. Okay. Check again. King H1. All right. So what do we do here? Probably just check and check. Maybe trade and check. Yep. Check, check. That's what he did. Takes. And now look, right? So Dubov is down a piece against Firouzja here. That was a nasty quiet move in the setup of how he did things. But this is still, you got work to do, right? This is not over. So let's see how he worked it. Knight g6. Put the knight on the square in front of the pawn. The square in front of the pawn is always the most important. So knight g6. Rook h2. Bishop e5. Hitting all the weak squares. Look at the pawns though. Look at that chain. You're going to have to work these three pieces like a magician here, and with precision. Bishop e5, rook h2 f2, threatening a check. Knight f4, blocking the whole file. Rook f3, king g6. Now we're able to step up a little bit. g5 is hanging, so he defends it. If you let me take on g5, now it's just going to be a walk in the park. It's all finesse. Knight e2, hidden the rook on g1. Let's find a finishing touch here, chat. Black to move. Put the finishing touches on it, chat. How do you do it? What did he do here? This could be your game. This could be you. What do you do? Rook h4. You got rook h4 again. Okay. Rook h4, unanimous rook h4. Bam, that's right, that's correct. Rook h4 check. Okay, king g2. What's next? Come on, chat, hurry up. Y'all got this. Let's get it. Rook h4 is the first thought. King c3. Okay, come on, chat. What we got? Rook h2, Vishnu, and knight d4. I think you got the end wrong there, actually, Vishnu. The ending is wrong, but you were pretty close with the rest. Wow, even Vishnu himself, like he put this in the book. Vishnu watching us put this in the book and he got it wrong. Wow. Well, it is rook h2 chat, guys. That is correct. King f1, and he said, yeah, bro, it's like rook h1, knight d4, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. But it's wrong. He says, I'm not looking at the book now, clearly. Right, it's oh yeah, you ain't looking at the book. Oh yeah, he's not even looking at the book. But y'all are. The people that do look at the book, watch these videos, you know, clap it up. You getting better. Vishnu don't need some help. Rook h2, mate is not mate. In fact, black to move. What do we do, guys? Knight g3 check. There it is. First one I saw it. There it is. Quietly walking out the door. Right. Quietly. Right. Quietly. Thanks for the follow, DJ Sneaky. Rook h1. In fact, it's knight g3. And right here is where Dubov resigned. The game's over. Let's see why. King e1, rook e2's mate, and we great. Easy. Start a new one. Okay, and you only have king g1 as an opportunity. Excuse me. And bishop d4 is losing on a spot, so you just play rook h1, and then rook takes 8, and rook takes d1. And that's game over. That's game over. I have enough pieces here. I'm taking the pawn. I have this. I have a check. Like this is decisive. You can't do anything. What a game here, right? What a game. Why can't rook take knight? Well, you can. In fact, you can, but it's just, I mean, this is miserable. Now I have the 7th rank. Like your rook's doing what again? Okay, right. You can't even get to the file. You can't even get to the file. Maybe you have to go this way, but this is just lost. You're down a full piece, right? And it's Firouzja. Like this is over. Rook takes, so the game's over. The game's over here after that. But I mean, right here, guys, again, remember, quiet plays, quiet moves. The quiet moves come always after the loud ones. So if you can't find it yet, or if you calculate, yeah, it probably doesn't work, which in fact here, I mean, sometimes the loud moves work too as well. Check here, and kind of in the same situation. In fact, right here, which is pretty good. It could happen. It definitely could happen. Bishop takes e5 check. Right, but the problem here is like not even king h1. Look at this. Look at how crazy this is. After king g2, queen f3, and I'm running. I can run. Oh, in fact, well, you can't even you can just take that. There is no rook here. That's a knight. That's a knight. Don't forget that. That is a knight, Philip. All right, but king g2 is real. Like now what? Now what? Like that's crazy. How you had to go queen f3. You had to go queen f3 and then take on e5. Quiet moves. My goodness, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that. That was a nice one today. So this was another one for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Keep watching. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube as well. See y'all on the next one.